What is good, guys? For today's project, we're going to make a graphic image using our name in a big, bold font and some images of some of our favorite things. So you could begin by going to Google and doing some image searching. So I've already grabbed some photos of some stuff that I am going to use. I've got this beagle here who represents the dogs that I have at home. One of my favorite foods, awesome bacon cheeseburger. And the best baseball team and the most winning franchise in all of professional sports in history, the New York Yankees. So if you wanted to search for an image, let's say I am a big fan of coffee. So I'm in an image search for coffee. I'd be looking and scrolling, trying to find something that represents my kind of coffee. If you like iced, there it is. There's some cappuccinos with some beautiful artwork on the top. Let's go here for this photo, which is lovely. Got some coffee beans, got the drip. It's great. So let's select this photo and drag it over here to the desktop. That is the process for grabbing images to use in your project. And we got a bunch of pictures all ready to go. To get started in the home screen, I could click New File right here. And the page says Custom 11 by 8.5 because that's a size that I just made something in. You can add those sizes in right here. It's 11 inches by 8.5 inches. And we're going to put a title in here. Greg's favorite things. All the other settings are fine. You never really have to worry about those unless we get to a point where we say so. We're going to click Create and get started. Now, what I want to do is use some text. So I'm going to click on the text tool. We're going to click on the screen with the cursor, and we have this giant text already chosen because I have already done the project. So you, looking at yours, the size options are up here, and they only go up to 72. So what I would do is type out your name, and then highlight it, and then go into the size selector. And if you're seeing your name this big, just highlight it, go up to like 285, and then hit enter and see how big it is. Now, you can see it's big. It is just barely not fitting on the page. So what I'm going to do is do Edit, Transform, and Scale, and just click on the corner and shrink it down till it fits. And that way I don't have to choose numbers in the font picker forever. And we'll be all set. To keep a change you made, this is the confirm check mark here. To cancel, you hit the circle with the line through it. So we've got our letters, we're good to go. Now, we're gonna do a new layer, click OK, and what we're going to do is fill this layer with black. So here's our color picker. We're gonna choose black as our color and then hit enter. And then we're going to paint bucket the background, the layer that we just added. We're gonna click and we have filled it with black. You say, great job, Mr. Scalzo, I can't see a thing. Well, it's okay. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna turn off that new layer that we filled with black, select our text layer, and then we're going to go and choose the selection tool known as the magic wand. If you only see the object selection tool, you would click and go down to magic wand and choose it. Then you can select each letter, hold shift to select the second, third, fourth, and however many letters you have. Okay? So you see the highlight is flashing around the letters, and now we're going to watch my layer menu, select the black layer, click on the black layer, turn it on, and you can see we have the letters all highlighted. Looks pretty cool. Our selection was made on the text layer, but we have it on layer 1. Now what we could do is turn off the text layer and then very simply hit delete on the keyboard and you've got your letters showing through that background. Now we're going to deselect like so. And here comes the fun part. We're going to start bringing in our images from the desktop. You can drag an image directly into Photoshop and release it and let you stretch it and make it fit on your page. Then we're going to hit the check mark up here at the top to keep that change. So what do we have to do to make the burger go behind the letters? We're going to select it in the layer menu and drag it backwards and drag it down behind that layer above the background. And look at that. So this is the effect we're looking for. We're basically making a stencil out of our letters and showing through only what we want to be seen, which is the image of the burger. So let's grab another one of our images. Here's the screenshot of the beagle that we created in our other video. Link in the description. Release it. Look at that. It's big. So we're going to shrink it down. Never be, it's not a bad thing that your image is big. That's fine. Look at how well he fits inside the G right there. That's really nice. And then we hit the confirm button, the check mark up here at the top. So now you can see the dog is covering the burger. So let's flop those layers, put the burger in the front of the dog, just like that. What else do we have? Well, we have our Yankees logo. We can bring that in. Winningest franchise in all of professional sports. And we're going to put that in position. That seems to fit nice in the G. Look at that. I would like to have more objects in here. And you could see the backgrounds of these images are covering a lot of the other image. So what we're going to do is, in the layer menu, turn off the Greg layer. Look at our images here. And if we're on the Yankees logo, we can magic wand the background and then delete it. This layer we're gonna rasterize to make it a object we can edit. Now when we hit delete, there we go. So this is a collage anyway, so it's okay that the things overlap. We're gonna deselect, turn the letters back on. What does it look like? That's pretty cool. Now some of what else we could do is, with this burger, for example, we could grab an eraser. And we can wipe away some of that image, the background, so that through our letters it is visible. And this is essentially a collage after all, so us doing this is almost like just cutting paper. Turning that layer back on, there you go, you can see our burger, you can see the dog. So we're gonna build our picture like this. And we're gonna add 7 to 10 of our favorite things into the collage here, using our name as the jumping off point. I have a short name. If your name is like mine, your image will probably look similar. If you're using a name that is longer, you have more space to work with. Your text might be smaller overall, but you will have a beautiful amount of space to add images to. All right? Now, I might not be finished completely, but I might be done for the day with this. So remember, what we want to do is go to the File menu and hit Save. and you see this window pop up, and we're saving on our computer. We do have cloud capability, but we're just going to save it to our computer so we can find the file later. And again, it says save on your computer. We're going to do that. Now, as we look here, you got the options for the kind of file that it is and where it's going. And we got Greg's Favorite Things.psd, saving it to the pictures folder. It's a Photoshop document, and then we hit save. Why would you want the cloud option? Well, it does give you other things that it does for you, and also it would allow you to hop between computers, which is a cool option that we don't exactly need yet, but we could in the future. So that's how you begin the process, making yourself a favorite thing with your name collage. See how it goes as you get started. Definitely look for ways to personalize it, make it your own. Obviously, using your favorite things and your name is a great way to express your personal likes and other things about yourself in an image. Thanks for watching.